First of all, regarding the story, you can imagine many things. There are so many things that happen. You can watch CNN and you can imagine so terrible things. So it's not a problem to have, you know, the sorts of inspiration. It's a pity to say that, but it's real. And actually, I was more interested in working with our Couzian military advisors, who are former Navy SEALs, and to work on, you know, this another layer of the story, which is more about the status regarding the army, the relationship, the relationship between each other, and the rituals, how they are as a squad. They are like brothers, and even their relationship with their family, as most of them are divorced because they're 8 months out of 10 in the year they are on missions or in training, and their life, they don't have the same life as we have, so they're kind of schizo, you know. They are very clever, kind guys, you know. They are not regular soldiers. They are studied sometimes for 6 years in high schools and college, and they are all engineers, super specialists of many things. They are able to speak sometimes 5 languages. Well, they are very fascinating people, and at the same time they can be killing machines. So, and they know that. So they have this kind of schizo, you know, twist in their mind. So it was more interesting to go deeper on that side of the story, developing the characters, to show who they are behind the scene, than developing a new Third World War, which is not the objective of the special forces. They have has nothing to do with the Third World War. They're more about to prevent conflicts that would eventually lead to the Third World War. They use for high-value targets on specific, specific missions, and that they have to remain secret. They know that no fame, no glory, nobody knows their name, and nobody should know their name because they have to. All their missions are secret. So yeah, they are kind of heroes. Many aspects. The first one is the gameplay, because the game is not about running and gunning. So it's also because we want to stick to the Spec Ops experience. These guys are not soldiers with guns and shooting at everything they see. It's not their role. Their role is more to observe, get intel, sometimes even train guerrilla people to resist, or to train people behind the enemy lines. They use psychology weapon. So everything that defines special forces are here in the game. You can see, you know, his scarf. It's part of what they say about the psychology weapon they use, because they want to scare people. But if they want to scare people, it's just to avoid gunfights, because if people are scared, they don't stay here, so there is no conflict. So all this together, I mean, in terms of gameplay, in terms of story, characters, as we have made everything consistent regarding the Spec Ops experience, it's not a copycat of the military shooters. You have this kind of control of the situation, hiding intel, and it's up to me to decide when I trigger the fight, if I want to trigger the fight. So, the competition, most of the games you don't choose, everybody's coming and you have to shoot at everybody. We love the other games, but wanted to make something different. So, and we think that this is the core experience of Ghost Recon. It was our main goal, because actually the system of Ghost Recon doesn't work if the game is too easy. Let me explain you why. We made many efforts on making the game more accessible. When I say accessible, as you see, it doesn't mean that it's less challenging. Accessible means that for one function, you just have one button. You don't have to press 8 buttons to achieve something. So we made also a lot of efforts on the comfort of the what we call the traces. I mean the camera, the controls of the main character, and all this stuff, so that it's as reactive as any FPS. So on that part, it's very easy to control the main character, to know exactly what to do, to understand what is the mission. But on the other part, we didn't want the gunfight to be that easy, because if it's easy, then it's all about running and gunning, and it's not our game. So as we wanted the player to use all the tools of the Ghost, I mean the optical camo, the drones, getting intel, take your time to observe the situation. Then we needed this certain level of difficulty. But I think what we have achieved is, as you said, it's fair. So you don't think it's the game's fault if you lose, but it's your fault. And you've played mission 10, and during the game you have many steps of learning, so you will understand how to gradually to do that and do that and do that. We don't take too much time. I mean, after 1 hour and a half you will have everything of the game, so it's not at mission 10 that you will have the full game. But we have spent a lot of time on all the learning strategy. We had many playtests since the beginning, and don't know, now for 6 months of playtesting every week. It was maybe one of the first things that worked in the game is the learning curve of the player. So because it was very as I've worked on the previous Ghost Recon, I knew how hard it is to learn the player how to play with the rules. So as soon as we knew that the learning curve was good for all the players, we were more confident in having a higher level of difficulty when you get into any gunfight.